Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eugene, Oregon, where it appears my eyes have to be deceiving me. I'm looking skyward. There's liquid coming down from the sky, and everyone knows it never rains in Autzen Stadium. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sun Devils offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him, I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
To the air, it's Westbrook. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Ducks offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David.
Intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on return on.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Booker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Steps away. He'll pull it down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you...
Fires the pass, intercepted. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. Offense set on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The offense is going to try to convert on 4th down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker has already misfired once. That might have played into the decision. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Makes his connection. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
Yeah, so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on...
Touchdown, Ducks! What a catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Westbrook. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Lets it fly. Down. Complete, the defense holds.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Give to the back. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Westbrook. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. And the Sun Devils get it past the sticks. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1? Yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Using his legs, it's Booker. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. and it's no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. The misfire on the 49-yard field goal attempt sets him up with pretty good field position at the 32. He's got his man. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Ducks want to move quickly. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The give and the run on 4th down. And the Ducks get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement up front. Let's keep this drive going.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Birch. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offensive first. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Fires on the move. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, going up top. Using the quick game. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Caught in the backfield, it's Birch.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Wants to throw on third down. So close to a touchdown, but just out of bounds on the left sideline in the end zone. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Trying to get to it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. This offense has a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking for a man. It's Westbrook. Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Going up top on first down. Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to fire deep. And oh, what a grab on the layout on the right side. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll throw it from the red zone. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now, they're back locked up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And this is a defense that prides themselves on their ability to go sideline to sideline. It's going to be tough for this offense to go QB option in this game. And you just saw the speed of the defense right there getting a big stop.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win.
Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. After almost housing it from deep, they'll try to finish the deal from the red zone. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Now from inside the red zone. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, certainly. He puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there, and because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
At the 45 on his way. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David, you got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploit them.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Escapes the sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They face a pretty tall Mel, and the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks! What a great play by the defense, paying it off with the interception return. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to...
Fires and picked off.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him.
And now the ball is... That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Here's the return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Looking to pass. It's Westbrook. They're trying to get to it. Another incompletion on third down. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great offense. Line down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me happy.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 12 over UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 1st down for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Hauls it in, looking for space. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
Offense lining up quickly. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Oh, what a cut! That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're going to throw it again. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And a stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point was good. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Sun Devils are flying down the field. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. Looking for the score. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. On the option. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On second down, just keeps firing. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's going to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up for the PAT. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Miami had a dominant win the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Feeling some heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Touch pass on the run. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After this, it'll be a wrap. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's inside the 10. Open runway ahead. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is